Work Package 6 is about backsliding. This is the work package that the team at the Central European University are in charge of. And this project effectively asks three questions. First, is backsliding as prevalent as the media and some early research reports would have it? Secondly, what are the causes of backsliding in different sectors? And thirdly, does this constitute a crisis for the European Union? At this stage in the project, we've dealt primarily with the first question, which is defining backsliding and mapping backsliding. We've defined backsliding as what member states do when, either in response to a crisis or for other reasons, they engage in policies or make decisions that breach the norms and values that they're committed to as members of the European Union, that they have signed up to, norms and values that are written down and or directly break the acquis communautaire, European Union law. In the first instance, we have simply tried to use large aggregate data based on reports published by a series of actors, including independent organizations, the European Union, the Venice Commission, etc., to map out the extent to which we can document backsliding in three areas. One is the rule of law, the second is related to corruption and corruption control, and the third is related to various aspects of equality, meaning particularly gender equality, racial equality, and discrimination against people with disabilities. So far, the conclusion on this mapping exercise is that backsliding is somewhat more prevalent than one might have expected. More countries feature one form of backsliding or another, but it's also a very heterogeneous phenomena. It's not the same across countries. It seems that the causes behind it are not the same across countries, and the next step, therefore, is to investigate each of these three areas more carefully by case studies. The final step, once these case studies are prepared, is to return to the overall question: does backsliding represent a transboundary crisis that threatens the European Union as such?